Hello, loyal fans and subscribers. Ninamori Fanboy here with a battle against a guy named Ace. This battle was actually orchestrated here on YouTube. This actually happened very recently. I normally don't narrate videos, this recently after I had the battle, but this is an exception. This just happened. It's probably because, this was orchestrated here on YouTube. As I always say, if you'd like to battle me, just leave a comment letting me know, and this guy did, so we orchestrated this OU battle. I wanted to use this OU team. It's a fun team. I got Pikachu on it, and then everything has a role, basically. I got a Ghost, a Spin Blocker, a Spinner myself, a Sticky Web user, a Defiant user if they set up Sticky Web, or try to defog, and then Talonflame to set up Tailwind, and then Pikachu just there to, win. And then my opponent's got a pretty solid looking team, so because he had the Breloom, I didn't want to lead with my Smeargle because I figured, it could prevent Spore, it can, either fake out, Mach Punch me, it can do whatever it wants to me. So I led with Sableye, predicting the Breloom, but as you'll see, he actually leads with Infernape, which I felt I was still okay with, so I stayed in. Well, you'll see, I'm getting ahead of myself, but yeah. Basically, I predicted Breloom, and he led with Infernape instead. So as I said, I stayed in, and I just went for Calm Mind. I didn't know what he would try to do, but I figured there'd be no harm in going for Calm Mind. But he's actually a physical variant with Flare Blitz, which I figured I could tank, but I can't, and I get burnt. So already we're off to a pretty bad start. I mispredicted the lead and got burnt in the process. Now my plan is to just sack my Sableye and allow him to damage himself with the recoil. So here I just go for recover, so he'll damage himself more with, the Flare Blitz recoil. I probably shouldn't have Mega Evolved. That way he would have done more damage and done a little bit more recoil, because this I'm just going to live with 11 HP, then die from the burn. I figured I could take it better, live with like 50 HP and then, barely survive with the burn, but whatever. Now I just go out to Talonflame, make the safe play, go for Acrobatics. As he goes out to this Vaporeon, I didn't know what he would do, so I just went for the safe Acrobatics, and it actually does a lot to the Vaporeon. Like, I don't know if it's Spadef or what, but point is, I'm tempted to stay in here and just go for Swords Dance, expecting him to either recover or wish or something. He actually goes for Toxic, though, which didn't seem too bad to me. Like, at least he didn't get off a Scald or anything. But now I won't be able to just clean sweep his team, which is unfortunate, but, you can... I can deal with it, is what I'm trying to say. But like I said, now that I'm at +2, I can take out this Vaporeon with Acrobatics, seeing as how much the first Acrobatics did. So the Vaporeon is gone, which is a huge threat already out of the way, though I did have Pikachu, which is probably why he let it go down so easily. And I calc to make sure Acrobatics at +2 would be enough to take it out this Salamence, because I saw it was Moxie, didn't have Intimidate. But he's actually Focus Sash, and he lives, and now he's able to take out my Talonflame. We'll take it very, very down low. But I actually choose to save my Talonflame, go out to my Bisharp here, and I predicted Sucker Punching. I thought about, why do I keep messing up my narration? I wanted to Sucker Punch, and I wanted to Iron Head and knock off. I didn't want to Pursuit, which would have been the correct play right there, because he switched out his Ments with 1 HP. But either way, I get a crit with my Iron Head, do solid damage to this Scizor. Now I don't want it to set up or anything, so I'm just going to go for Knockoff, even though I figured it would be Mega, which it is. It did about as much as the Iron Head crit, and he's going to be able to take me out with a Bug Bite. Now I'm going to go into my Starmie and just use Scald, as he withdraws his Scizor, and I believe sacks his Salamence, yes. At this point, I still don't even have rocks up yet because I'm not in a good position to send out my Smeargle ever, really. Right here, he goes out to this Breloom, and I figured there was a chance he could be dual Sashers, but I didn't think he would be, honestly, and I just went for Psyshock and took out the Breloom. I don't know if he was bluffing the Scarf or Sash, but either way, I just went for it and took it out. Now he goes out to this thing, I guess bluffing the Scarf, which again, I didn't care at this point. I just went for Scald and take out the Infernape. So Starmie putting in work, which is, understandable. Now he goes back out to this Scizor, and I can just take this out with the Scald, and then his last Pokemon is the Gliscor, which I can take out with Ice Beam. That's what should have happened, but instead, this Scizor lives with 1 hit point, takes out my Starmie with 1 knockoff, so now plans changed exponentially. You don't even understand how much that changed things. Right here, he's with 1 HP. I didn't think he would preserve it, but he actually does. He goes out to this Gliscor expecting my electric attack. If I predicted that, I could have got off an HP Ice, which you'll see would 2-hit KO this thing. But unfortunately, it won't 1-hit KO this thing. And he's going to go for knockoff, which doesn't take me out, which is also unfortunate because now he's going to be able to live this Hidden Power Ice because it knocked off my Light Ball. Now he's going to be able to roost continuously, continue to gain HP. I mean, I am stalling him out of roosts. I'm just going to continue to go for Hidden Power because, I might get a crit or something eventually. It's in my best interest to just stay in and keep going for Hidden Power, but he opts to continue to roost. Like I said, just a very unfortunate turn of events from not KOing that Mega Scizor and him taking me out, because I could have damaged this thing. I could have probably taken it out with Starmie's Ice Beam. But very unfortunate that his Mega Scizor lived with 1 hit point left and took out my Starmie in 1 hit. Not only that, then he switched hard into this thing, expecting me to use an electric attack, which I probably could have just went for, whatchamacallit. I didn't need to go for Fake Out right there, but I kind of expected him to go for BP and just it would do solid damage because Pikachu is that frail, which is why I predicted the BP. Basically, my opponent did absolutely nothing I expected him to do. Like, I didn't predict any of his plays. Nothing he did was what I expected him to do. Here I'm just going to go out to Smeargle, set up my hazards. I basically only needed Stealth Rock because in case the what's-his-name came back in, I wanted it to die immediately, but that didn't make much difference because I'm poisoned. Remember, he got off that poison with his Vaporeon. So the best thing I can do here is try to play around anything he does. Like if I'm predicting knockoff, I'll go for Roost. If I'm predicting Earthquake on my Roost, I'll go for SD. Just stuff like that. If I can do that, then I can defeat the Gliscor and emerge victorious. So there I went for SD expecting the Earthquake, but he actually went for SD of his own, so it looks like he's not going to try to go for Earthquake ever. And got a text message. So like I said, here I'm going to go for Roost now. He's going to go for Knockoff again, not ever going for Earthquake. At this point, I'm so low because of Toxic that there's no chance of me winning this war. Now that I've discovered he's not going to go for Earthquake ever, he's just going to continue going for knockoffs. And he actually ends up taking me out because I didn't crit his Gliscor with the Acrobatics, which was probably my only chance of winning at that point. Just so many unfortunate things, which led to my defeat, because if I played this a little differently, I probably could have won, which would have been nice. I would have really liked to win with this Pikachu team. you know, kind of underdog. I have more battles with this team, actually, that I haven't uploaded yet. But I wanted to get this one out of the way because, you know, it was orchestrated on here on YouTube. So like I said, if you'd ever like to battle me, let me know, and I'll probably get a quick narration in and probably a quick upload. So yeah, keep that in mind, and let me know if you'd like to battle in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.